Hello and welcome back to another episode of Godforsaken Customs. Today we're just off Highway 16 and we are in the ancient forest, which is home to hundreds of thousand-year-old cedar trees. They are absolutely incredible everywhere you look. Obviously this is a rainforest and it's completely untouched. It's been looked after by the mountains here, the rain, everything. Stopped it from wildfires and protected it. The occasional trees have been struck by lightning, but the ground's so wet here all the time that it doesn't spread, and that's what's kept it so nice. We're actually currently looking for a tree they call treebeard. That's what the local hikers call it, and obviously it's named after the character from the J.R.R. Tolkien stories. Another big fan of Lord of the Rings. I've loved Lord of the Rings since I was a kid too, so looking forward to see which tree they call treebeard. Apparently he's got big long arms, and that when these trees break off they still continue to grow from out the sides. They just change where their growth's coming from, and yeah, most of these trees when they do die actually die of old age rather than anything else, which is just incredible. Everywhere else we've been in Canada has been logged and logged and logged, but here, not the case at all. Given the name treebeard by local hikers, this cedar appears to be guardian of the forest. Over the centuries, large old cedars such as treebeard endure their shape of windstorms and lightning strikes. When the main, upper, growing part of the tree is damaged, growth is redirected into the side branches, leading them to grow upwards like arms reaching out into the sky. It's a rare sight in the rainforest to see a tree scarred by fire. The year-round moisture of the ancient forest keeps these giants free from the dramatic effects of forest fires felt by the surrounding forests. While very rare, Mother Nature still takes a toll with lightning strikes and some unlucky trees like this one. Like mold on cheese, gold dust lichen grows with the forest, and its height on the trees gives researchers and scientists a good idea of how old the forest is. So this is the radius tree. Its buttress roots are just absolutely fantastic. This tree's been here over 1,000 years. Just imagine some of the history it's seen in that time. In 2006, these buttress roots were absolutely covered in moss and lichen, and as part of the ecosystem, it's how this forest survives. But they've actually had to put a barrier up now because so many people have walked all over them taking pictures and that it's actually starting to threaten the life of the tree. Cedars sometimes grow in groups of 3 to 5 to form a circle. Like groups of friends through the forest, these clusters of cedars can often be similar to other mysterious circles in the world, such as crop circles or fairy circles. Why and how these cedar circles are formed is still a mystery, but they are another unique feature of the ancient forest. Some scientists speculate that when a young cedar is left to grow in an area of shade, it is unable to grow vertically. In its search for light, the tree can grow laterally and touch the ground, allowing the cedar to root itself back into the ground. If the parent tree dies or becomes injured, it leaves a circle of shoots beneath the soil. During the first half of the 20th century, selective logging in ancient cedar stands supported small sawmills and local communities throughout BC's inland rainforest. With the introduction of clear-cut logging in the 1960s, however, the ancient cedar stands were increasingly regarded as decadent. Forest management policies for many decades encouraging conversion to spruce plantations. name Big Tree is almost an understatement for this grand giant. Measuring 5 meters in diameter, this great western cedar is estimated to be at least 1,000, perhaps as much as 2,000 years old. Unfortunately, it's almost impossible to know the exact age of Big Tree and other great cedar trees. The rotten interior of its core makes it difficult to date, so any ages that have been stated are educated estimates. Cathedral-like qualities Big Tree shares with large cedars on the coast make cedar forests such as the ancient forest some of the most majestic forests in the world. Cedars are called arbor vitae, meaning tree of life. Certainly in a lifetime of at least 1,000 years, this giant has witnessed its share of life. So this section of Highway 16 is known locally as the Highway of Tears, due to the more than 40 plus murders of native women that have gone on this road. All the way along this route there's reminders of how dangerous this country is, and here's a prime example on the Bowron River of a whole load of boys that lost their lives while canoeing down the river there. So something I found out today is dirty old Pam here doubles up as bear spray. Decent.